We was on the bottom, yeah. Now we headed to the top, new level. On my level, don't see anybody, I don't see him. This right here could never stop, this could never stop. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. One time, ay. I live on a job, right? Yeah, I'm always at work, right? Real people stay by me, right? Haters wanna do hurt, right? Know they tryna stop me, right? Drag my name through dirt, right? I don't feed into the hate, right? I just answer with a smirk, facts. I feel so special, facts. I know my worth, facts. My bloodline royal, facts. We the kings of the earth, right? You can't stop this, nah, nah. You can't stop this, no way. Yo.
Sister, what's your name? Hey, sister, what's your name? Come. We talking about marriage. What's your name? Stephanie. So, Stephanie, how do you think God feels about marriage? Because Orpheline said that God, she's trying to be 100% with God. She's trying to get married. What's your views on marriage? You say you don't know about marriage? Do you believe in marriage?
Ask the brother.
What about you, bro? You believe in marriage? Okay, so some we got one person that's 100% believe in it, one person that no, and one person that's 50-50. So you believe in love. So now let's get Tobit, and I'm gonna show you how serious their marriage is. Because my sister, you want to get married. When he marries you, you have to get court documents. Because there's a dumb thought out here that as long as we're in love, we can be. No, God got some serious things about how we could get married. Right now in society, they say that two men could get married. So you could understand. They say that two women could get married. How you feel about that, sis? You think that two women should be able to get married? You don't think that. So let me ask you, are you in that lifestyle? Are you in the LGBTQ? I asked you that because of the way you dress. That's why I'm asking. Okay, so we're gonna read something. I'm gonna read something that's gonna benefit both of y'all. Read that.
Tobit chapter 7 verse 13. Then he called his daughter Sarah, and she came to her father, and he took her by the hand and gave her to be wife to Tobias.
So you see that? We talking about marriage. It's a parent that gave the daughter to a son-in-law to be wife. A man and a woman. Read.
Behold, take her after the law of Moses.
So we talking about God's laws. He said, take her after the laws of Moses. Read.
And lead her away to thy father. And he blessed them. And called Edna his wife. And took paper.
They took what?
Took paper. And did write an instrument of covenants.
So now, today when we get married in America, let's bring it up to today. What do we call that paper when we get married? A contract? Yep. What's the actual name for it? It's a marriage certificate, marriage license. That's exactly correct. So we're reading in the Bible about marriage certificate and marriage license, but when we read about that, did we read about it being with two women or two men? No, we read about it being one woman and one man, right? That's the way that the Most High ordained it. Give me that in Genesis. Let's go back to the beginning. That's the way that the Most High ordained it, for a man and a woman to be married. That's beautiful in the eyes of the Lord. So, Orpheline, you have to tell your boyfriend, listen, we're going to start keeping God's laws and you must marry me, all right? And guess what? Let's say that he don't want to marry you, what do you think you should do? All praises. And guess what? And another thing that you should do, because sex is for who? Married people or unmarried? All right. So we're going to touch on that too. Read.
Genesis chapter 2 verse 24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife.
He shall cleave to who?
Unto his wife.
Hey, so sis, you heard what the Bible just said? Come close. I want you to listen to this. Read that.
Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife.
All right, so, hey, brothers in the back, y'all come close. Hey, bro, yo, come in, talking to you. You too, Pop. So you heard that. It said that a man should leave father and mother, and he should cleave to his wife. You got a girlfriend? Okay, so how long you and this woman been together? Okay, so y'all been together for 2 years, so we dealing with God's laws on marriage. So I want you to look at that sign real quick, because we got to bring it back to your remembrance. Where you from? You're from the Dominican Republic. The so-called Dominicanos come from the tribe of Simeon. All right, so you understand that. So the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are brothers. All right, we make up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, and we're learning about our customs that was taken from us. The custom was taken from you by the conquistadors in 1492. The customs was taken from me in 1619 with the so-called English. All right, we went through the same thing because we're the same people. Now we're going to read about some of our customs. Read.
Genesis chapter 2, verse 24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife.
To his girlfriend.
Unto his wife.
So God said a man is supposed to cleave to his wife. What you and your girlfriend is doing right now is not according to God. Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4.
What's going on,
all right? So you have to, if you really want to be right in the eyes of God, you've got to marry that sister. Because I'm assuming y'all having sex. Y'all been together for a long time. All right? Read that.
Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
What kind of marriage is honorable? Because today in society they say that two men could get married. Is that honorable?
Right. I'm not about.
Right.
I'm not.
Okay. Hey, and listen. All praises that you're not for it. I'm not for it either. But more important, all praise it. But you know what's more important? It ain't about what me and you is for. God is not for that. God is not with the LGBT, so you can understand. So when he says marriage is honorable, he's talking about a man and a woman agreeing together, being married. Read.
Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
He said, God said that whoremongers and adulterers, he's going to judge them. A whoremonger and adulterer is people that's having sex outside of the laws of marriage. Meaning, if you got a girlfriend, you breaking the laws of marriage, you will get judged. If you sleeping with the same sex, you will get judged. That's what God is saying. Even if you love each other and y'all in a committed relationship, if y'all don't marry each other, you will be judged by the Most High. And I want y'all to think about it. What's some ways that God will give us judgment for having sex outside of marriage? Give me a big one. What's some bad things that can happen from people that's having sex outside of marriage? Oh yeah, they help. What about you, sis? What you say? What's some bad things that can happen when you have sex outside of marriage? You don't know? All right, what about you, sir? What's some bad things that can happen to our people when we have sex outside of marriage? I can't hear you, man. Speak loud. All praise. You heard what the brother say? He said, "You're kind of dead." How can you dead? How? What? Tell him. How can we die from having sex outside of marriage? All praises, sister. All diseases. Hey, AIDS is real. Let's be real. AIDS is real. Hepatitis B, C, and A. That's all. Those things exist. God said that I'm gonna judge you if you have sex outside of marriage. Let's read it in the Bible. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 60. Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases. Verse 61. Also every sickness and every plague, which is not written in the book of this law, them will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed.
Hey, sis, before you walk away, is AIDS in the Bible? AIDS. HIV. It's not, right? Listen to that. Read it again.
Also every sickness and every plague, which is not written in the book of this law, them will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed.
Now give me Romans chapter 1 and verse 25 and 26. So sis, he said all the sicknesses that's not written in the Bible, when you having sex outside of marriage, if you doing unlawful sex, he gonna bring those diseases on our people and put them to death. Because I'm gonna let you know something. I'm gonna let you know a little secret. The LGBTQZ community is the #1 affected in HIV positive rates. That's statistically proven. And if you throw that the fact that you're a so-called African American or Hispanic on top of that, those numbers increase. We are the #1 people affected by those diseases because we are the people of God. And God said when we break his laws, he will give us sicknesses and diseases. All right, and let's show you why. Read.
Romans chapter 1 and verse 26. For this cause God gave them up unto vile affections.
What's a vile affection? Or what does it mean to be vile? Let's start there. What's vile? Huh? It's very bad. Vile is something that's disgusting. When you throw up, that's vile. You understand? So God said he gave our people up to vile affections. Read.
For even their women,
They're what?
their women.
So my sister right here, you a woman, right? So God said he gave our people up to vile affection. They women did what?
Did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
It said that the woman changed her natural use to something that's against nature. What's the natural use of a woman? Say it again.
Reproduction.
Say it on the mic. Say it loud.
Reproduction.
For reproduction. That's the natural use of a woman. That the brother said that he liked things natural. He liked the things the natural way. That's the Most High Spirit in you telling you that's what's right. Naturally, a woman is supposed to lay down with a man to reproduce. Can two women lay down and reproduce anything? All they could lay down and do is make carpet burn and rug burn and bump and grind. That is an abomination. Nothing good comes from it. Read.
And likewise also the men.
And God doubling down. He said not only did the woman do this, but the men. Read.
Leaving the natural use of the woman, burn in their lust one toward another.
So God said that even men do this. They burn in their lust together against each other. That's what we're seeing now in our community. Think about it. When they promote homosexuality, what faces do they normally use on television? Is it a white man? They use black people and Hispanic.
Right.
That's who they use. They targeting us to become homosexual, and we think that that's something that's already in our mind. They trying to normalize it. They put Young Thug in a dress. They put what's the other brother with the Lil Uzi Vert, Pharrell. They put old heads in a dress now too. Tyler Perry with Madea, but Big Mama's House and all those garbage. Puff Diddy, all of these brothers, they put them in a dress. Why? Because they want you to be homosexual. But God said what? Read it again.
Men with men, working that which is unseemly.
You heard that, sis? Hey, sister, in the back. God said that lifestyle is unseemly, meaning it's disgusting. That's not correct. Read.
And receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meet.
So God's saying you're going to receive that recompense, meaning that payback for that. Meaning that you will be the number one leading people in AIDS. You will catch diseases. You will catch coronavirus, even with your mask on. That's what God is saying. If you participate in that activity.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.